Ayaka is insanely strong in Genshin's TCG and you don't need any energy for her. She does have a very strong skill and burst, but is not going to be the sole focus of her card. Ayaka thrives on support characters that apply elemental damage after normal attacks are triggered. Every time you switch to Ayaka, she will receive Cryo Infusion to her normal attacks until the end of the round. With that in mind, you'll want to run Ayaka in a double Pyro Mult deck with someone like Yoimiya or Xiangling, or a double Cryo Freeze team with someone like Xingqiu. This will allow you to get resonance equipment cards and create free elemental die. Both these support characters mentioned can trigger their burst effects on normal attacks from Ayaka, and they only cost 2 energy. If you do use a Mult deck with Yoimiya, I highly recommend just using Yoimiya's normal attacks to stack energy rather than wasting a turn on her skill, because it does not give you energy. At the start of the game, I do like to pick Yoimiya or Xingqiu, as getting their burst is pretty easy on round 2. Onto the weapons, and any rarity weapon is going to be good enough for Ayaka. Paired with the Gambler or Instructor artifact and the minty meat rolls, your Ayaka will be ready to go. The setup will cost you 2 die for the normal attacks, and you'll get a die after an attack depending on the artifact you choose. If you choose the Gambler, then once the enemy is downed, you'll receive 2 Omni die, and if you choose the Instructor set, every time you freeze the enemy, you will create 1 Omni die 3 times per round. Now, if you want to increase your damage even more, you can run the Cryo or Pyro Resonance cards to deal more damage. Keep in mind, they do cost 1 die if I'm not mistaken, and they will give you a lot more damage output. So keep in mind, if you do need maybe 1 or 2 more damage to completely eliminate an enemy, maybe throw on that card and your artifacts will then replenish your die. How you build your deck is completely up to you, but with Ayaka there are a few must-have cards that just seem to synergize really well with her kit. Having already covered the weapons and artifacts earlier in the video, let's talk about support and event cards. The Jade Chamber location card is very good for ensuring Xingqiu can get his burst up by the second round and keeping die available for Ayaka when you're ready to spam her normal attacks. I'd highly recommend 2 of these in your deck, but 1 being the minimum. Next is the Liyue Harbor Wolf card, as this will help you get in as many cards as possible, and the more cards, the higher chances of getting the ones you need for Ayaka. The ones that you don't need, you can always use for elemental tuning. Healing location cards like Favonius Cathedral are only useful in certain situations, but instead of running them, we can rather use food cards, as it will provide us with die if you pair it with Chef Mao's support card. And then having at least 1 Paimon dice card is good too. Cards that you'll definitely want to have 2 or more of is the Cryo dice card from Cryo Resonance, or Pyro dice card from Pyro Resonance, Strategize, Star Signs, and Minty Meat rolls. Okay, and before we end off, I just want to address the Summon Burst playstyle of Ayaka. You'll want to have other elements to continuously cause reactions, so no resonance. Cryo will be applied at the end of the round with her burst, and during the round with her skill. So every other turn, you'll want to get Ayaka up with a Cryo application if you're looking to cause reactions.